they've completely turned on each other and started arguing over who was the real talent. Long argument.
Look how young we are. This is our moment. We're, not getting any bigger than this. We need to start making some money. But,
so one of them agreed to terms and one of them didn't?
Yeah.
Standing up.
I'm trying to think if there's
any the fucking river.
I'm trying to think if there's anything
It's all favor.
that we could move on to a different, maybe a different time I was standing up.
Jesus Christ. Ooh, Marone with the daddy girls, huh?
I know.
They have some source to that New York Post, huh? Who is that? I mean, it doesn't make sense for like
You're acting like you might know something.
I know nothing. But it wouldn't make any sense for it to be a Barstool person, though, would it? I mean, it makes,
I don't know. The New York Post has stuff once in a while. Well, specifically on that show, they write a lot.
That's what I mean. They have, so they're saying the two of them aren't speaking to each other. They've completely turned on each other and started arguing over who was the real talent. Long argument. And who did more of the heavy lifting. I think their audience would be surprised to learn what's been going on behind the scenes. Probably not, actually. They seem like they're pretty combative, right?
No, I wouldn't think that.
Oh, no, they're not like, fuck you. I thought not with each other, but just in general. Oh, no? Okay.
Oh, yes, in general, they've got some,
they seem like they're
tood, but you never hear that between them.
You know women, they get sort of diva stuff going.
Right, I got you.
The
catfighting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But they'll, I guess the difference is they just would never do a podcast to talk about that, huh?
No. They might when they come back, who knows? But yeah, so I think that the followers have always thought that this was like Big Bad Portnoy wasn't letting them on, but I don't think they want to be on together. I mean, that's as I texted you, an expensive way to end a friendship.
So the contract is not great, as is reported. It's not fantastic.
No, not for as huge as they are.
But for a successful podcast, if it's meeting their goals, they do okay. Well, but you also have to say, it's your first contract.
I was going to say,
when you signed, they were sort of nobodies. I mean, the podcast.
They were nothing.
For a podcast you never heard of, they're doing great, actually.
Right.
But now they just happen to be doing very well.
So isn't a contract just about up?
So it was. I think they signed a 3-year deal.
Oh, so when's it up?
So they probably got another.
It would be next.
Yeah, they've got another year. They've got another year and a half.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
The middle of a 3-year contract. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Well.
And they're saying, hey, look how young we are. This is our moment. We're not getting any bigger than this. We need to start making some money. But,
so one of them agreed to terms and one of them didn't?
Yeah. So according to the New York Post, Portnoy gave him a big raise to come back and basically just say start doing your shows, because I have to imagine they're missing the ad revenue that Call Her Daddy brings.
I would think. Yeah. Plus, it's good to have them for the next 5 years or something. I would think.
Yeah. So they basically threw a hissy fit, wouldn't honor their contract, and Dave's given them more money, but only one of them came back. And apparently, one of them has a boyfriend
or something.
Yeah, boyfriend
who's
VP
or something.
Yeah, he's big in the media
so
world.
He's causing trouble.
Yeah, so they're seeing other opportunities. There's rumors about them moving out to LA or something like that.
I can see that.
I mean, I don't really blame them on the one hand.
I do not. I didn't know they had a year and a half left. I've been in situations like that where you sign a contract you think is good, you overperform. That's what I would always say at EI every time, because I redid my contract 4 times. I kept saying, well, every time I first signed when I got on with John and Jerry. The first one. And then about a year in, I was like, the ratings have gone up, the revenue's gone up, and I'm the reason why. Here's the numbers. And they said, you're right. They ripped it up. And then about a year and a half after that, I was like, I've outperformed this. This is ridiculous too. And they said, you're right. And then the last time is when John left. And I said, well, I'm sorry. The next time was when John left. And I said, well, I'm the host of the show now. And they said, you're right. And then about a year and a half into that, I said, that's when the numbers were astronomical. I was like, I should be the highest paid person in the city. I said, Jerry's making more than me. This is ridiculous. I said, I'm not going to do it anymore. And they bitched and moaned for a while, but then they signed it again, which...
I mean, you'd have to think they've got tremendous leverage, too. I mean, a hugely popular podcast. Their downloads are probably in the millions.
Well, they could ice them for a year and a half, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the leverage. It's great.
Yeah.
They've only been doing that podcast for a year and a half. It seems like...
They said they're in the middle of it. I don't know. Are they 2 years in, maybe? A year's a long time. When you think it's your time...
Yeah, but you've almost been here a year.
That's true.
It just seems like they were here a lot longer, but maybe I'm wrong.
We could look it up. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. You have it, Steve?
Yeah, it looks like they started in November of 2018, I believe.
Yeah,
wow. Jesus.
I mean, I don't know if they have a contract when they started. That's the other thing. Was it kind of for a few months as they figured it out, then signed a deal?
Right.
I have no idea.
It might have been a little earlier than that, like mid 2018. Yeah.
Gotcha.
A year. I understand I do get both sides, but if Dave made them a good offer, and I'm sure he made them a good offer.
Yeah, but only one of them wanted to come back for that, and so they're fighting. And if they're in the middle of a bitter fight, are they still going to be able to talk about blowjobs?
How about they replace the one who doesn't want to come back? If Dave just for some reason was listening one day and liked Cynthia Dill, just put her with just something clicked. Imagine that, like just
Smugsy.
Just it's Sue O'Connell. I could see that. She might like that. No.
I will say when you sent me that story was yesterday. The first thing I thought was our position as the best duo in Barstool Sports history just got a little bit more secure.
Cemented. Well, that was never
Important
a doubt.
title.
Well, that's true.
I mean, but yeah, they'll be. I mean, I predict they're going to stay. It makes the most sense
Long
for
term.
them. Yes.
Or until the end of the contract.
Long term.
Because
they're going to sign again. It makes the most sense for them.
It'd be great if they just came on in their next episode and just addressed it.
I guess it's not their way. I don't know. They don't talk
they're
about
pretty open
But
about
at
their
this point,
sex
it seems
lives.
weird to not address it. They've even said on Instagram,
I
like, we'll
agree.
tell our story eventually.
Yeah,
or something.
because they've been kind of leaving these clues, like they're somehow being oppressed. So, I mean, what's the appetite in their audience for being kept in the dark?
Not much, but I would say, look, the only thing I can do is my dealings with Dave and Erica, and they have been totally upfront in all negotiations and everything. So I'd be surprised if they were taking him over, but I don't. Fuck, do I? I don't know. And maybe they're both totally unrealistic, or maybe they're both realistic in Dave and Erica are lowballing. I would say it's a tough time right now to negotiate.
Yeah,
Because you don't know anything. You don't know what next year is going to look like. Not really.
And it seems like just based on the little I know of only the shit that's said in public, like trying to get them to do things with different characters, like Tommy or whoever, they seem like they're kind of hard to deal with at times.
Yeah, but isn't the deal just like, so what? We leave them alone and they...
yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying they might be... That's why I think they're probably the ones being difficult in this situation also.
Oh, because they're women?
Yes, that's exactly what yeah.
Well, call Sofia. Let's get her on. She's a big fan of the show, right?
Which one's the angry one?
Which one doesn't? I'd rather talk to one who wants to be there. Because I
Yeah.
think she's probably angrier now.
Right.
Because, I bet you, probably damn good money.
Oh, I would think that with a raise, yeah.
Yeah. I would think
so. I mean, even without, like, to me, they're making great money. But
Sure, but, the thing is, like, they're probably... Yeah, people are whispering in their ears. You can make millions.
That's
of
exactly
course.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
Logan Paul
what's-
and whoever else. Yeah.
They
Right,
want
you can do your own
movie deals,
your own network.
Yeah.
On, you could do your,
And they really could. They've got a big enough brand, and I mean they could do that.
Sure, but they're not.
Even if you flicked it over to a subscription service.
But they're not known.
Or just fucking Patreon.
But they're not known. The show is known. That's where it gets tricky.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. We know their name, sort of, but nobody. If they lose that name, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
They're not-
right. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you which one is which.
No,
neither could I.
No,
I know their names,
I don't
but
listen
I
to
don't
it, but I
know.
know they got crazy loyal fans and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I hope it works out. I don't know.